field. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is Tony Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Pretty nifty spin move there early. That got him free for a second, but in the end, that's a net of 3 yards.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 73 yards. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
You get a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look at them elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott to kick it away. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A good pickup there at 22. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
This is Elliott. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Prescott with the give to Ezekiel Elliott. He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This to Jarwin. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive. Do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. That's gonna be caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Elliott. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
At the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now
4th down, Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz.
Prescott.
And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Up on the play. 1st down, Dallas.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Here's Elliott. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott, as his guys have now moved out in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward.
Now a hit and a loose football. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
5-yard line.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
28.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, but they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Well, a good-looking return set up here.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 27 yards there. A 1st down.
That's good.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the...
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Alshon Jeffrey, 47 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
And that is caught for the 2 points.
Successful.
They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Come on, man.
So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already have what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Rolling to his right. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, Prescott in trouble, and he's taken down. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as they have taken the lead. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 52 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Conversion is no good.
Well, they went for the lead there, and remember, that's the second 2-point try they haven't converted on. So those 2 extra points, if they had those, they'd be winning.
And I think the reason they're going for it here is that they were unsuccessful the first time. So when you miss the first time, you're now in a position where you're chasing points. And in this case, it didn't work out well for them at all.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
That's the end of the 3rd.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Elliott. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
The tackle by Avante Maddox.
Looking to throw. Prescott got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Pushing a foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Ooh, with a juke. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
On the tackle.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Zeke Elliott able to find his way in from a yard out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
7-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Elliott. Pushing through the contact. And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He stopped at the Eagles' 18-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. It's a foot race. 30, past the 20. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown. And they're a point away from tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know there's some time on the clock,
42.
but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
At their own 31-yard.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38. Here's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 4, a little over 30 seconds remaining. They've got to travel to full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Now in desperation, he's got a man complete. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From way up at the 23. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Cooper was the target there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd down and 15 yards to go.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Space to maneuver at the 40. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Cowboys 49,